Hi, everyone. Welcome to Mama Wears Athleisure. I am your host, Mariela de Santiago, a first-time mom. We focus on all things mom with tips to help make life easier and more organized for all you mamas out there. All right. Hello, everyone. Today, I'm here with Inga Tritt. Inga has a really amazing background, and I'm really excited to have her on today because, well, I worked for Inga back in 2010 for a few years. So, Inga, introduce yourself and tell us about your, oh my gosh, your super amazing background with.
It's so funny because, okay, this is why, because like my background is, I have so much background that it's almost overwhelming when I think back to being like a little kid and putting mud on my face and then winding up in college, taking every course that I could take, trying to figure out what I wanted to be. And then I became a hairdresser. After I got my license, I started working and I started doing all different kinds of hair, and then I started doing facials and waxing, and I have
And-
an extensive background in beauty and
then
health.
all of that
Mhm,
led
mhm.
you to create your first company, Original
Yes,
Sprout,
yes,
which I still use. I use with our baby. I use
fan,
myself, and I also
wonderful.
use it on our dogs. So our dogs
Same
get the
here,
the hair and
same
body
here,
baby wash.
same here. I use the hair and body wash on our little lovely Olivia.
But would you mind sharing about your desire to start that company and what kind of led to it?
It was completely out of necessity. So as a hairdresser first, and as a woman, I expect when I buy something to work, but I'm part hippie. All right. So I've got that problem. After I had Maya, my daughter, and she had a full head of hair like Luciano. And I was like, the stuff that I'm buying from the health food store is totally destroying her hair and her skin. She's getting bumps all over, cradle cap. Then I started reading the labels, and I was like, this is what's going on. We as women need to be very careful in what we're putting on our bodies and in our bodies. And same with our kids and our men. We need to keep everybody healthy right now.
So see,
Uh-huh.
it's interesting that you say that because when I was pregnant, like I didn't realize that there's a lot of stuff that you shouldn't be putting on, like retinol or, all of these ingredients that you shouldn't be using.
Right.
I guess they kind of just don't tell us that, right? But now
No, of course not.
as a
They-
parent, you become a lot more aware and you want only
right?
the best for your baby, which is
Totally.
why you essentially.
That's why I made Original Sprout. After I saw those ingredients and I saw what was happening to my skin, I started using the same stuff on myself. And then I was like, oh, heck no, sorry. This is not going on my family anymore. I started with a little bit of money and I started researching and researching. And finally, I made that product that you use today, the hair and body wash by Original Sprout. I made that. I just was really, I have to say, going to all the health food stores, and salons, I was disappointed that there wasn't something for families. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like
Professional care
everybody.
for everybody.
Yes, there's something for men, there's something for women,
Right.
there wasn't one thing that's just for everyone to use.
Right now there is, though.
And now there is.
And you're saving money, right?
Yes, we have, I'm not joking, we have the huge bottles of the
Yeah.
baby wash
Uh-huh.
in every single bathroom
Right.
and the scrumptious baby cream.
Of
Oh my
course.
gosh.
I
It is
know.
so scrumptious.
I know. I can't. It's one of those things that I think that also as moms, we give so much. We're giving and we're giving. And so it's nice to be able to have something that's great for our little Sprout, right? And great for us too. And we know we're all safe.
Yeah,
Have you?
it's like a
Yeah.
one-stop shop too. Like you just have one thing on your list. You don't have to buy multiple bottles of
Don't.
shampoo.
Exactly.
As a mom, you need anything that's just time saving.
Right there, easy to use. Boom.
I never thought about this until, again, I worked for you, that you had labeled Original Sprout as vegan. And I just had never thought about like, wait, what you're telling me like beauty products aren't vegan. I just, granted, I was much younger then. That was long time ago. So I was like, that was a low priority for me back
Right.
then. And
Yeah.
now
It's everything.
it is. And me being vegan, but would you mind just sharing a little bit about maybe what kind of ingredients we should keep an eye on to not use?
And, for safety, that's the biggest thing, right? Like for us as mothers, we all need to be putting healthy stuff into our body and on our body.
Yeah, because like we don't think about that we're putting onto our body is actually also being,
Into the body,
yeah, it's going into it.
into our bodies.
It's not just like our food, like
Yep.
toiletries, any beauty product tends to kind of be a last minute thought. And
Uh-huh.
we don't think about how that's actually really affecting
Uh-uh.
our entire.
Our body. And think about this. Our body is our planet, Mother Earth.
So what are some of
yeah.
those like big ingredients to like the top 3 you
Talc.
need to stay away from? Okay.
You stay away from talc, and you can find it in your your face powder. If your powder says titanium dioxide and talc, just take the second carcinogen, titanium dioxide. Talc's like number 1 faster mover. I think titanium dioxide just stores up in us, and that's in sunscreens, titanium dioxide. Oh, it's in all food and vitamins too. And it's a human carcinogen. It's on Prop 65 listed as such. No benzenes, that it can be hidden in fragrances. The other thing too with the vegan aspect is it helps not only us in our health and our longevity, everything, and less waste. Think about how much less waste, what tiny footprint we're leaving behind because we've gone into our businesses thinking that way. There's going to be more people coming. How do we make this world a better place, not worse?
I mean, like with the vegan aspect, not taking from another
Right.
living being
Right.
when we don't need to. Like
we don't have to.
You've clearly proven that with not only original Sprout, but Yater Actives.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you, okay, so you mentioned the sunscreen. We're in Southern California. Sunscreen is very important.
Totally.
And so you use predominantly zinc.
Right. Only.
Tell us a little bit about
my love of
sunscreen.
Zinc.
Yeah, and yes. So
Okay.
you've got
so I made
now
a Zinc
Yater
cream.
Actives.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So I only make vegan products for great people, everyone. You be free. There's no beeswax in any of our products. We don't BS. That's kind of funny too. Oh, sorry. Okay. I like bees. I want them to stay.
I love
around.
bees.
Me too. Yes. And the other thing I was going to say, I think it's really important. You know it, and everybody knows it. It's just, well, I don't know if everybody knows it, is the benefits of nursing. I think it's kind of cool, nursing. What do you think?
It is. I mean, we still do it. Guidelines or recommendations are to nurse for 2 years, and hopefully, and every child is different. Hopefully
mine
wants to and will let me nurse for 2 years.
Right. We can only pray for it. We can pray for that.
And I know
because
everyone's journey is different, but
that's true. And every journey, we're all doing the best that we can right now. And I know that. I see it in so many moms, and I am so proud of your generation. I'm so stoked that you guys got it and you're carrying it forward. So I just started doing research about cancer ratios in different areas around the world. And I studied the foods they eat and also their spiritual beliefs. I studied centurions for about 10 years and also environmental things. I just like to educate myself. Yeah, I can't stop. I learned that titanium dioxide, a human carcinogen, is in everything. Our vitamins, our clothes, our food, our cosmetics. Now let's talk about body burden. Women have estrogen. We're made to keep things on us so we can feed the baby child person, to be a milk truck, right? Isn't it glamorous? Oh my God. Sorry, I said that. Okay.
It is. It's a full-time job in itself. So
But that titanium dioxide, if I could say to all moms, if you see it and if it's in sunscreen, put it
put
back. I make a zinc cream. I don't use sunscreen. I stay the blank away from sunscreen. It has titanium dioxide. I don't want cancer causing nanoparticles that go into my bloodstream within 20 minutes. No, molecules. Think of things as round little, just everywhere. There's a bunch of round little molecules running around, right? So those little molecules are, if you can think of titanium dioxide, they're super small. So when we're sitting out in the sun and our pores open up, because remember, your skin has pores and they open. So now we're soaking in a human carcinogen called titanium dioxide.
But see,
Totally.
you did such a great job of just explaining it. Like our pores, they open up and then they soak all of that in and it goes into our bodies. And
right. And I think about
we,
our babies.
yeah,
I mean, I was looking at Maya in the sun going, she looked like Snow White. I mean, she still looks like Snow White. And so
you have amazing skin. You're in your 50s.
You're too kind. And you do too. You still look the same. So
I just remember like you were always so, I remember you didn't really wear makeup. You wore very little, very natural. But your skin was always amazing. So share your secrets.
Okay. Well, okay. So check it out. So the zinc cream. So I finally put my secrets into a container.
Bottle.
And so I've gone in the last 3 years. You do not know how much research I have. Well, you probably do.
I can imagine because I remember you. You're always doing research.
A little bit too much. Anyhow, besides the titanium dioxide and making sure to nurse and not putting, trying to eat organic if you can, that's super important. But for your
if you
skin,
can't, just
your skin is the number one thing. Remember, it breathes. So you need an air filter in your room at night. The air has changed since we've been working together. So now we need to think of our first line of defense is our skin, our mouth. We got to start thinking different. So this is how to keep your skin glowing and gorgeous forever. Put an air filter in your room at night, shut the door. Then what we put into our bodies with caffeine's fine. Green tea. Have some green tea in the morning. It's beautiful. Brown rice, green tea. So
and
what?
Water.
And water. The most important thing you just said right now, water. The thing is the water, and the zero water. I buy it on Amazon. I've tested all the different waters that, you can get. And the zero water, I swear by it. I'm taking higher measures right now. It's a line of defense. I got to keep my 62-year-old better half, Lauren, the most loving, sweet man in the world. I got to keep him alive. So that's what I'm doing. I made him a zinc cream, and all of his friends, all of his surfer friends, a cream they can put on their face to stay healthy and not have carcinogens on their face while they're out in the sun, and have them live a long time too. I want Lauren to live forever. And I want us to keep having this beautiful life that we have. We're late bloomers. I had a child later in life, and I met the love. I already knew the love of my life, my whole life. And then we wound up together. So, we found each other. It's kind of neat. But so love is good for your skin, makes you glow, huh? Can I say that?
I like that. I love that. Yes, it is. It does make you glow. I mean,
yes.
I also had a child later in life.
Not that you look like it. You look like you were a teenager and then something happened. But
at least let me tell you, sometimes he's really good at giving me sleep deprivation. And
well, that's for your mom and for being born at a gas station. No, wait.
You remember? Yes, I was born in a car at a gas station.
That's amazing. Your story is awesome. Anyhow, go ahead.
Do you also use the zinc cream on yourself?
Oh God, yeah. I can't go out of the house without it.
Okay, so that's your base essentially, that's
That's all I do. Because you know why? I sleep at night with clean air. I drink clean water.
You eat
Yeah,
clean
I eat clean.
and you use clean products.
And I use the zinc cream, which has what it has in it feeds our skin. It does multiple things. It's not sunscreens are like the thing of the past. Pretty soon, zinc is known to be the best sunscreen, but it's expensive. And that's why people use titanium dioxide to cut the cost. Yater Actives zinc cream, non-slip surfers zinc cream has twice the amount of zinc in it that everything else does, because I decided to spend the money where it matters, on clean, safe ingredients. So that zinc that we're putting on as an anti-inflammatory, zinc oxide, is a good old-fashioned mineral that blocks UVA and UVB rays. Leave the zinc cream on and then wash it off at night, because it doesn't come off when you're in the water, and it's not slippery either. So, think about sunscreens, like a big oil spill.
Oily, yeah.
Oil spill in the water. Anyhow, we don't do that. So it's a face and body cream, and your skin looks better with it on too, because I put in I think everybody understands with molecules that some are smaller and bigger, right?
Yes.
Moms think that. So you're looking for the big molecules to stay on your skin like a body barrier cream. So I call this my face and body barrier cream. Yeah, I use it, but I don't surf. Lauren uses it. He surfs, but everybody can use it. You're a mom. You're totally active. You do yoga.
Well, and I think the more that you're out in the sun, you do need a good barrier that's going to make sure to protect your skin
from like wind, rain. So there's a bunch of misinformation, and I feel so bad for new moms having to learn all of this like stuff, and then they're being greenwashed. Don't use titanium dioxide. Stop it.
Yeah, and you make a good point, because as a new mom, you're just so occupied with trying to keep a little alive. You don't have time, which is kind of that was the inspiration for me to do this podcast, was to essentially provide that information in a short episode. All you do is Google, but you don't have that time to really research.
No.
What's the best sunscreen? You just research what's the best sunscreen, and then you might take like the top 3 articles and find the one that's baby safe.
And that's all paid for. Remember, when we go online, these big mega corporations, they're running the information we get. They're not running me. I just want women healthy and safe. I'm so amazed and inspired by the women today and how courageous they are. I mean, the stuff I'm seeing now, I'm so impressed by women. And your generation, you guys kick blank. I didn't say that word. And I'm really stoked and inspired. So that's why I'm going to keep making good stuff for you guys, because I love you guys. And it's fun too, because we're carrying on this company since 1959. Rennie started it, Yater, and Lauren, his son. We're keeping it going. I believe in legacies and keeping things alive.
I love that it was originally surfer related or targeted, and now you've expanded it and opened it up for
sensitive surfers. That's the key word. Sensitive surfers, girls.
Well, and even just anyone that goes and hangs out at the beach and is watching like a surf competition, like having that zinc. Yes. Having
the zinc on. But we got, check. That's done. Keep going. Does baby did I put the bottle in the bag? Did I, is there gas in the car? Do I have enough money for that? Oh my God. Next. Is that so life now?
That is, yes, it is. So it's a long list, So
it's a list. I have it on a refrigerator. I have a list of things we can and cannot eat. Listen, I love avocados. They're so good for us. Even if they're not organic, they're pretty safe. Am I right?
Yes,
so
they are.
They don't
and they're
have
really
to be
good for you.
Yeah, they don't have to be organic, right? Because the pesticides don't get in there. So,
yeah, and there's a whole list of like what fruits and veggies you should try to eat organic, and which ones are okay if they aren't.
Right.
Again, if you can't, afford organic, because it can be more expensive.
Totally
I
more.
think that like, as long as you're getting more color, more fruits and veggies
Yes.
in,
Yes.
that's a lot better than buying
Totally.
pre-packaged items.
You are on. You just put the hammer on the nail.
Just eat
You
more color.
Yep. Eat more color, and also positivity and remembering you are more than enough. You are better than that. You're an amazing woman, and you got to mom, multitasking everything. And you got to pat yourself on the hug yourself.
Inga,
'Cause
you are such an inspiration and
you are.
such a great leader, especially taking something like this on and
I,
being able to start something from scratch.
we have to. I mean, I know that we had, I look at this as us. I never look at this as me. I just know that us as moms and people, that we want to help them and we want to help the planet and do good. It matters. Love is everything. I love you.
You are amazing. Thank you for all of that, all of the info, tips, what your beauty secrets are. Yater Actives, everyone. Inga
Yay.
Tritt.
Love you,
Uh,
Marielle.
Thank you. Thank you. You really, truly are amazing, Inga. Thank you for giving me a few
Well,
minutes, a long
I
45
can't,
minutes of your time.
I can't wait to do yoga with you very soon.
Thank you for listening. Tune in next week for our next episode. You can find us on Instagram for more updates and tips. Be sure to subscribe wherever you listen to your podcasts and give us a review if you like us.